handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
Hi folks, it's Tracy with Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Coin and Bullion Reserves. Did you know that we do more than just sell some of the finest jewelry in town? We can engrave on your wedding band, locket, Yeti cup, or almost anything. Need your watch battery changed? We can do that too. Our expert will even evaluate your coin collection. And of course, we always pay top dollar for your old gold and silver jewelry. See, there's a lot more to Tracy's Fine Jewelry than a lot of pretty sparkly things. Come and see us today at Tracy's Fine Jewelry.
PLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lunan, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! I'm full of water. I stay hot tub. Stay hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Still in the hot tub.
Yeah!
Really make me sweat.
Yeah!
Still in the hot tub.
Yeah!
Really make me wet.
Yeah!
Well.
Well. Woo! Play it again. And a beautiful. He's trying to. We can't hear your word you're saying. You hear?
No. Can't hear you, big man.
You can't get me. It didn't hurt. He's trying to rub it in on me. Trying to rub it in. Salt.
Show some class here, Wildcat. Play it again louder. You doing the chop?
They did it, baby. They did it. God almighty. Woo, what a beat down in Tallahassee. 2:30 on ABC. Tommy was showing me pictures. When he got to the stadium that morning, he was sending pictures. And that box he stayed in was incredible. The atmosphere second. That might have been the loudest it's ever been there. It was crazy. They had a good time. Jeremy's kind of quiet. Jeremy sent one picture. I didn't hear anything else from him. But Tommy was having a good time, buddy. What a game. FSU puts it on out. Thank you, Wildcat, for that. Thank you for that sweet kindness that you showed towards us. You know, we still get. I don't know what. No. Did me come in there and fix it? I'm good. No, I better not. All right, Jason Kovalesi's under the weather, Jim Bob. He's not feeling good.
Okay.
Bless his heart. Jason, hope you get to feeling better, brother. This is just one rumor. Everything's going crazy about the FSU game. This is a rumor, but I want to share it with you because we share rumors here. Is it factual? Who cares? Just share it. Time around the team hotel for 25-plus years. This is a booster for Alabama. He can tell you that the DeBoer tenure is much different than Saban's. It's more like Shula, DeBose, and not like Saban. Players were walking around the hotel between 1 and 1:30 in the morning, getting DoorDash deliveries, fast foods to the hotel room. I don't know if I believe this. I've seen players with random friends coming in and out of the hotel between 1 and 2. Now, what's a big booster doing up at 1 or 2 in the morning?
True.
You know, come on. I don't know if I believe all this stuff. But anyway, if this is true, he said Washington team get on the bus and leave. It's disorganized, nothing like it was with Saban. What does that mean? They're not in a straight line walking to the bus.
How do you get organized? You get on the bus.
Get on the bus.
On or off the bus.
So I don't know if I believe some of the stuff's being said.
That's hard to know.
Yeah, but if it is, it wouldn't shock me. But I don't even want to focus on Alabama's negative things. Let's focus on that real quick. Well, we got the FSU coming up at 7:30 with Jim Brandt. He'll hit on more, but we got to give Norvell a lot of credit. And everybody's talking about, and I was the main one. Gus Malzahn. If I'm Arkansas, and I love Sam Pittman, but if he has a bad year, I'd give Gus a 5-year, $60 million contract. Give him 5 years. Leave him alone. He's from that state.
Yeah.
Guy's an unbelievable football coach. Out-coached Alabama. And Coach White, could give him a game ball. Defense coordinator. Great job. Great effort by FSU players and coaching staffs. But you got to give credit to the head football coach. Why? Because he's the one that made the decision to hire both those guys.
Right. Yeah, we talked about this before the show started. This was by far the biggest surprise of the weekend for me. This is as surprised as I've ever been in a while. It's like, because we've been talking for a year, Florida State's going to struggle. They're going to be better, but, yada, yada, yada. Alabama should win. Heck, I was one of them. I didn't think any way Florida State could beat them. Yeah. And they just didn't beat them. They dominated them. I mean, that was like, wow.
They lined them up and beat them like a drum.
Yeah, they did.
And you would think if you changed uniforms, you'd have been, okay, this is what we expected. But
yeah,
what
that was a total
job.
surprise to me.
What a great job by them. And I tell you, and I told everybody out there, all my Bama fans, it's 42-14. I'm telling y'all now. And I said it. Why would FSU players be fearful of Alabama? There's only 2 teams left out there I think people really fear. It's Ohio State and Georgia. I really do. And there's other ones that you take. I could see some other ones you could put in that group, but the main 2 now is not. Bama's done. They're over with. Nobody fears them. There's no fear towards Bama. But I said, put the films on Vandy, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Michigan game. You will not fear Alabama, and you will believe you're going to beat them. The last couple games, last 3 games, and even against Auburn, they were undisciplined. This is the most undisciplined group I've ever seen in Alabama.
Well, along that lines, and this is a James Hale thing that I learned as a coach. When we were at Cape Coral trying to get better and watching team on film, you say, forget what color these guys are. Forget what uniforms they are. Just take out what you see their helmet looks like and take all that out. If this is just how they play, would you be afraid of this team? And I think that's exactly what you said. I think that's what Alabama. Yeah. Forget the fact that they got those red helmets. Forget that. Just this is what you're afraid of? This is what you fear? And how they played against Michigan last year. You put that ball game against Michigan, ain't nobody going to be afraid of Alabama.
And they weren't. They look.
So
give them credit, man. Great job.
Something is definitely wrong.
Let's just take this phone call real quick. We got the phone call? Good morning.
Well, good morning. I was calling to check on you to make sure you were going to make it.
Well, we lost our son. I had to go look for Jared.
We looked for you on Saturday, but nobody could find you.
Hey,
Jared's still wandering somewhere mumbling.
This is bad now. This is really bad.
I thought they're going to be good.
I feel really, this is wrong. I did wrong. Sunday, I was supposed to go with Tommy to Jeremy's church. They had everybody wear their jersey day. And and then I said, you know what I did later today? I said, you know what? I'm not going to let these young guys determine how happy I am or how sad, glad, or mad I am. That's done with. Hey, you know what? Florida State beat us. They did a great job. We're not very good. Or maybe Florida State made us look not very good. So I'm over it. I'm good. We got to go forward. And we had a great run. It's over. The dynasty's dead, buried, gone. But it is what it is. What do you think about FSU?
Hey, I love that. Hey, maybe Mike Shula can come back.
Hey, I tell you what, I won't tell you what I really think. Yeah.
No, really. And this is terrible to say, and it's all in a joke. But I had heard that the governor of Alabama had issued a state of an emergency and closed all the bridges in the state, and any building that was over 3 stories tall had to have an armed guard.
Hey, I got it, Rob. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you something.
Last year I'd never said anything about FSU, and then when they turned out to be terrible, I didn't say anything. And I normally don't rub it in, and I wouldn't if I didn't love you, Coach. But
go ahead, give it to me, baby.
I am. Hey, did you run out of? You must have run out of that Tide Refresh that I got, the Tide Restore that I left there a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I did.
That bottle?
I'm surprised I didn't see something at the front door when I came in here this morning. I was looking for it.
Hey, if I had not been working, I worked 25 hours.
He is so bad. He's so bad. Last time Alabama, I go to the front door, he's got stuff.
Hey,
go ahead.
I still got pictures of that. I still got pictures.
That was a classic. That was good.
Yeah, well, I listened to it, but I didn't get to watch it. I got home when that defensive tackle jumped on top of the quarterback and forearmed him in the back of the head.
Yeah, on a critical play, what was it, third down long?
Right.
Let's just give it back. Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. They screwed up something else. It wouldn't have mattered. Hey, Jamie, my daughter went up to Tuscaloosa yesterday, and she asked the question, and this is true, because Jim and I, we coached for a long time. It's truly, everybody says it, but it's the truth. You play like you practice. You play like you practice. And Julie asked the coach, as a coach, do you believe the old saying that you play like you practice? And if true, what happened? How was practice going into this ball game? And he goes, absolutely, I believe that. And we practiced good. We had good practices. So anyway, it was interesting, his response. Every question he got yesterday, and they were kind of getting after him, he turned everything, didn't really answer some of it, but he turned everything to a positive. He was really positive. I think he's a really good man. I think he's a really good coach. But
you know what?
He's in a different place.
It sounded like to me Norvell last year.
Yeah.
I thought we had the best team ever, and, we practiced hard. Everything looked good. I wasn't disappointed in everything. He was probably more surprised than anybody, to be honest with you.
Rob and Jim, you know what shocked me the most is how slow Alabama looked, how FSU made Alabama look like a JV slow football team. There was no speed on the field, Alabama. And I never watched the Alabama football team my entire life. I think this is the worst I've ever seen an Alabama team run to a football. They loafed. They didn't play hard. And it's embarrassing. That defense was embarrassing.
Now listen to me. I want to say this in all honesty. I listened to everybody, all the reports, everything else, and everybody is saying, oh, how bad Alabama looked. And nobody, especially anybody on the Paul Feinbaum cannot say anything good about Florida State.
He hates FSU.
Ever. Right. Yeah. Now, and nobody is giving FSU any credit. I'm going to tell you something. I know I listened to them at least 3 times that they went for it on 4th and short and did not make it, and FSU stuffed Alabama.
Them. Yeah.
And I'm saying now, wow.
What about?
I'm afraid our defensive coordinator won't be there next year because he had a game plan and he has FSU's defense playing tough as woodpecker lips.
Yep. We talked about it earlier, Rob. I don't know if you were listening. We talked about Norvell. Who should get all the credit? It should be Norvell. He hired the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, and those are the 2 guys that got the job done. They did an incredible job, both of them.
Right. And I think that Gus is in a place he really needs to be now, where he is just calling plays. He's got plenty of money put in the bank, and people still cutting him checks where he's not even working there anymore.
Yeah.
And he's in a good city, a good place. And he can just retire right there. If he goes off and gets him another head coaching job in the next couple of years, he's crazy.
Well, let me ask you this. Did Norvell after the game say, hey, it's just one game? It's just one game.
Well, right. Now it's one game and the next game and the next game.
Yeah.
We'll find out, and what do they play in a couple weeks when they play and they play now here again in 4 weeks. They play Miami.
Miami looked good. Miami and Notre Dame they both look good. So Notre Dame, that was 2 well-coached teams right there.
Well, I will say this: Notre Dame, I thought, played like it was their first game of the year.
See, I thought Notre Dame played hard. I just think Miami's good.
That way. Miami played like they were prepared, ready, and.
Yeah. See, I saw it differently. I'll be honest with you. I thought Notre Dame had a good scheme. I thought they coached well. I think they played extremely hard. The teams I was impressed with Texas in a loss. I was impressed with Ohio State. I thought LSU and Clemson both. I was impressed with both those coaching staff, both their teams. They played hard. Those kids got after each other. FSU, I was really impressed with their coaching staff and their players. The only team, and I'm not cutting it, FSU just kicked their butts, but those teams, all those other teams played hard with effort. They didn't back down. One team did. Alabama didn't want any part of FSU. They got hit in the mouth, and they didn't want any part of that.
And I'll say this, Auburn didn't look too bad the other night.
Auburn's offensive scheme was kind of like what Gus is doing, and which shocked me, by the way. I didn't think Gus Malzahn, I didn't think Coach would keep running the ball. He did, and it paid off for him. Auburn looked good.
Well, who was it? And there again, we've always said, but a lot of the players, doing the portal, that a couple of Alabama's ex-players put it on them.
Yeah.
Squirrel made it happen in that one catch that he made.
Yep. Yep.
So, but anyway, it was great. I'm gonna try and let the mayor or somebody else get in here and give you some static a little bit, but enjoyed it. Hey, I will say this: my daughter come home Saturday evening and she come in there and she said it's good to be a Seminole, Florida State Seminole today. I said nope, it's good to be a Florida State Seminole every day.
There you go.
Just some days are better than others.
There you go. There you go. You're a good one, Rob. Love you, man.
All right, man. Y'all be careful.
Hey, before we get out of here, I got to bring this up. Man, we talked about this game Friday night, Mosley and Bay. Jeremy Brown has won a state championship. He knows what it takes to win. Whitten has built a dynasty over there. And then that game, great crowd. And Bay, that surprised me. Bay, I thought it'd be a close game, but wow, Bay High School is the real deal. They're the real deal this year in football. Unbelievable. That's we get back. We get on the phone. Hopefully, Coach Floyd at Rutherford see what's going on over there. Do I got time to do some commercials? Let's make time, man. What the heck? We're all in mourning. Some people are having a great time, not us. I went down to Steve's bike shop. Had a great time. Steve showed me a bunch of bikes and helmets and stuff like that. They got a great selection down there. Those electrical bikes are incredible. A big selection of the old-fashioned bikes. They repair them. They sell them. They do it all. Used and new bikes. Sam's Bike Shop. They've been in service since 1979. They do an incredible job. That Cajun place Saturday morning, Jim, at 10:30 in the morning, there was like a 20-minute wait. I think they were shocked how many people were down there. It was incredible. And everybody had their jerseys on and everything else. Everybody's pumped up for the game. I stayed there for the first half of the Ohio State Texas game. And it was hard with all the TVs for me. I was trying to focus on that game, and I'd look over at the Southern Mississippi game. For the first half, they played pretty good. But you can't beat this. They had 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers right there at the Cajun place. They're going to do that all season long. They open up for brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Of course, Sundays, they got the North Shore Jazz Band there from 10 to 12. Then if you're a Saints fan this Sunday, they score a touchdown. Jump up there and tell them, I got my Saints shirt on, give me a free Jell-O shot. Same thing for you LSU fans on Saturday night. Get out that Cajun place, have a great time. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, and I heard Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven was going, oh, man, they had a great crowd over there. Great place if you're in Lynn Haven to go watch all the college football games. All you Mosley's Dolphins, get in there before the game, have a great time. Lynn Haven Beef O'Brady's. You okay?
Yeah, and I would like to say a word about Highway 77 David Adams and designer jewelry.
He's yelling and screaming, hoping you will hear about David Adams and fine jewelry. Russ and Amber love him. We'll be right back. 104.3, Rutherford High School, 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up!
The new Sports Blitz. Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming.
You've got to have a bad game at some point.
Feel the burn.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama.
The Red 70s studio line.
This could go 7 games.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Tuesday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, mostly sunshine and 88. Clear skies tonight, slightly cooler at 72 and wind out of the east-northeast around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 9 miles per hour with a high of 88. The same at 88 Thursday and we'll have sunshine. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
Your NFL and college football headquarters is Dak Cajun Place. With 27 TVs, you won't miss a play or a game. Score 50-cent wings during live games every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 50-cent wings and $5 pitchers during live games only at Dak Cajun Place. LSU and Saints fans, wear your team colors and get free Jell-O shots when LSU or the Saints score. Plus brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2 with $3 mimosas. Game like a local at Dak Cajun Place.
On the run. Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? In the end zone, touchdown, Georgia!
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jim Brandt's with us this morning. Jason covered less. He's a little bit under the weather. Less is hard. Probably too much partying. Having a good time. Leighton Bell says, thank you for the $200 for my trip. What? Anyway, let's talk about some of our great people we have here, like Jim Brandt and Wildcat himself, and we have a little bit of difficulties back there. We're not going to be able to hear you at all today. That's not too bad, is it, Jim? I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah, is that a bad thing?
Yeah, that's good. Let's bring him on. I tell you, I like this coach. He does a great job at Rutherford High School. Let's bring on Coach Floyd. Coach Floyd, how you doing, sir?
Doing well. How we doing?
All right, here's a question. Now, my secretary, she's one of our big-time employees here. She puts up all the games for us. She puts the scores. She adds up all the wins, losses, and we do our high school picks. I was 6 of 10. Jason was 6 of 10. Jim, you were 5 of 10, and Jeremy Pridgeon was the best. He had he picked 8 right out of 10 games we selected. Now, we had you down on this list playing Bluntstown, but y'all did not play, right?
Correct. We did not play Bluntstown.
What was that schedule wrong on the computer, or what happened?
We didn't have a contract with those guys, and we had a chance to move some things around and get a bye week early in the year right after playing a bigger school, Mosley. We took advantage of that and was able to get, put another team on the schedule with Matt Bronson and Baker, which is another team that's poised to make the playoffs. So just kind of moving things around and being able to not have those 2 games back to back and have a bye week in between Mosley.
Good job. I like what you're saying. The move-ins to Bluntstown, of what I'm hearing, and we don't know, it's just people calling and telling us they've had so many great players move in from all over. They should be really, really good this year in football. I think it's a wise move on your part. You play a huge team, and now you had 2 weeks to get ready. Talk about and give us a scout report of who you're playing this week.
We got Chipley Tigers coming into town. A really solid football team that's look poised to make the 1A playoffs. Big up front, pretty strong. They got a couple big guys in skill positions to be able to block for number 3, which is a solid running back. Well coached on defense. Coach Marcus Buchanan is really big on the weight room. So since he's been over at Chipley, they kind of brought the strength and the toughness back to add on with the actual talent and things and being decent and in order as it was in the past. So a very good football team that's traveling over here. We did pretty well against them last year in the 14-7 game, but it was one of our more sloppy games. But, that goes to shows you the things that they were doing on offense and defense. And they was able to pull that game out. So they got a lot of those guys back, so they're looking to be pretty strong this year.
Let me ask you this. Look, just watching the tape and everything, what about team speed? You guys got some guys that run pretty well. Do you think if you have an advantage, maybe the overall team speed, you're a little bit quicker than those guys, or do they have a lot of speed on their team?
I mean, I think it's about the same. I mean, I'm not saying that they're blazers, but they got number one is a pretty solid receiver and plays quarterback a little bit. but mostly receiver and plays safety on both sides of the ball. He'll run down on kickoff. Number 3 is a running back. He's pretty solid. Probably will be the fastest guy on the field, or the second fastest behind the number 1 receiver. But we got some speed on the football field also. Young talent, young speed. I think we match up well against them. They may be a little bit bigger than us up front. And hopefully we can be able to hold it down in the fort on the offensive line and be able to sit back there and throw a little bit to see if we get our athletes in space. And as far as D-line, to be able to, put our hands to our men and eyes to our gap to keep them guys from rooting us out of there on the front line when they get shoe-to-shoe and try to go downhill at you and play smash-mouth football.
You had mentioned about them being strong. They've done a good job in the weight room. I know you guys do a great job in the weight room also. Looking at it, what's your gut feeling? How do you measure up for as physical? Do y'all match up good physically, or are they bigger, or are they stronger?
I mean, I think it can go. I think we got some guys that may be stronger than a few guys on their team, but they got guys up front and those big skill fullbacks that are pretty solid, pretty much lows. But I still feel like we match up well against those guys. And when it comes down to numbers on the team, it's just about the same. They're playing guys both ways in similar fashion as we do. As far as toughness, I feel like this team. I feel like we need a little bit more toughness. So when we're back to the bye week, we went in there to hitting the one-man sled with linebackers and DBs and wide receivers, shocking and shedding when it come down to getting off of blocks and trying to make tackles or blocking on the perimeter as far as screens and things like that. And then, getting on the 5-man with the O-line and D-line and then having them going up against some body-to-body contact, just trying to get back tougher, a few competition drills. Because I feel like we're young, so I think we're tough for our age and things like that. But when you're playing against older guys, it doesn't matter. They're gonna play. They're gonna play football. So you got to come out there. You got to have a little bit more toughness. And so we focus on a lot of that, going back to the fundamentals last week. And I think the guys are itching to get back out there on the field and have a better turnout than we did the week prior to that.
Let me ask you this. Some games we've gone into it where we really didn't care about slowing the game up. We were going to try to score a lot. We weren't too concerned about how explosive their offense was. We felt like we could match scores. And there would be other games, like especially when we play Fort Myers, we were like, they got speed all over the field. They got skilled players everywhere. We have got to shorten the game and give us a chance in the fourth quarter. Looking at this film and look at this team, do you feel like this is the kind of game, do you feel like we can just run our offense and not worry about slowing the game down and give us a better opportunity to win? Or do we need to slow the game down because they got so many good offensive players over there? What's your take for this week's game?
I mean, I think the game's going to go by pretty fast, especially on their side of the ball because they run it so much. And I think that, we have to score points early. I mean, we can slow it down and still be in the game in the fourth quarter. But at the same time, if you don't score any points and then you're playing smash mouth football and just draining you at the end in the fourth quarter, those teams are the ones that end up prevailing. So I feel like if we get it going early, it boosts our confidence, it boosts the guys' morale. And, we do got some guys that can play on this side, so don't get me wrong. Again, just young doesn't mean not talented. Young doesn't mean not able. Just trying to put it all together and have a better showing than we had the previous week. Because, playing against those guys over there, even though we was outmatched, we felt like, we didn't put the product on the field that we wanted to. And that's coming from coaches and players. And we kind of preaching like this together thing. It ain't good coaches and bad players. It ain't bad players and good coaches or the other way around. It's all of us in it together trying to fight to get that W. And I think these guys are just ready to get back on the field and try to show what they need to do.
Well, Coach, I surely appreciate you coming on. I know you're busy. Appreciate it. Good luck to you, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Let me get these scores in this week. The game. Bay versus, actually it's Multi versus Bay. Bay puts it on them 34-21. It went back and forth, and at the end, Bay pulls away. That quarterback for Bay is pretty good. They got good receivers. Bay's got a ball club. There's no doubt about that. Bozeman. What about Bozeman? I think we all picked. I think everybody picked Leon.
Yeah.
I think everybody across the board picked him. I think one guy, Jeremy Pridgeon's, I think the only one that picked them to win that ball game, and everybody else had them. No, I take that back. Kyle Vandegrift, I think, had Bozeman also. But anyway, what a ball game. 21-19. You got talking about like a 3A school against a 5 or 6A school.
Yeah.
And it was on the road, or was it home?
No, it was at home.
Okay. And North Bay Haven, North Florida Christian beat them 26-20. They gave a good effort. They got after them pretty good job of those kids over there. And then they had South Walton versus Fort Walton Beach. I picked South Walton. I think most of us did. Fort Walton Beach got it done 28-13. That is a bigger school. Destin Baker gets it done 34-22. I don't know if Brunson's back coaching or not. I heard he was. I don't know if it's true. If it is, that kind of would help. Vernon Liberty, they got it done 45-0. Ooh. Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks on the road. What a game, Jim. What a battle, defensive battle. Those Tiger Sharks brought to you by Taco Bell. Those Taco Bell Tiger Sharks down Bluntstown, they get 9 points. Holmes County gets 2. That's 2 tough games that Holmes County's lost. Great job for Port St. Joe. I had Port St. Joe. I think that's the one I got over you guys.
Did you say South Walton beat Fort Walton Beach?
South Walton beat Fort Walton Beach?
29-16. I'm looking. That's what Max Prep said.
Thank you, thank you, Julie Hale. I have Fort Walton Beach 28, South Walton 13.
This says 29-16.
If anybody out there knows, we got 2 reports here. Brunson is back. Brunson's back at Baker. Wow. Unbelievable. Got that. No wonder they're so good. Sneeds got beat 41-14 Seminole County. We got Freeport beat Jay 31-14. Good job by Freeport, 31-14. So we got, that's weird. I don't know where she got this Fort Walton Beach 28.
Easy to get them confused.
Yeah. But there we go. And again, I got 10, we had 10 games we picked. I got 6 right. Jason got 6. Jim got 5. Jeremy got 8. Tommy got 6. And Kyle Vandergrift got 5. All right. Let's talk about some of our great people. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, ice cold beer. Get out J. Michael's and have a wonderful, great time. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. You'll look better, feel better. Jason Kovalevsky can make that happen for you. I'd having a hard time to sleep. He got this natural stuff. It's all natural. You take it, and I tell you what, it works. You get some good, deep sleep, and I have been sleeping. Matter of fact, I couldn't get up this morning. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, 2 great locations, 23rd Street and Pier Park. We'll be right back. 104.3.
Guess what? I just got a caller, and he's going to hang on through the break here. He said 29-16 Fort Walton. That was the score.
Fort Walton did win?
That's what he says, and he's going to hang on and talk with us a little bit. I wanted to remind a couple of people, if you haven't had a chance to text to win a pair of tickets to the Jaguars football game, Jaguars versus Carolina on Sunday, September the 7th. Text the keyword Jacksonville to 850-215-6290, and you'll be putting a kitty, so to speak, to win a couple of tickets for that game on Sunday, September the 7th. I guess we're going to give them away on the afternoon underdog show. So you've still got time to text the word Jacksonville to 850-215-6290 and win. All right.
Not only that, do you realize we start the new Sports Blitz today? Paul Wilson, that crew, right here on 104.3. The new Sports Blitz from 4 to 6. Check it out. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. Here's what's happening.
Here we go. The Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson will be awarding the Sports Blitz High School Player of the Week. This will go to the outstanding high school football player for each week. The player will receive a gift card from a local restaurant and an ESPN Northwest Florida t-shirt. Coaches, students, parents, and fans, comment on our Facebook page or call in at 850-215-6290 to nominate.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, It's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
College football isn't life and death. It's much more important than that. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
FSU Updates brought to you by Newbies. Get out, Newbies, have a great time. 4 great locations. Newbie 2 on the curve. Go watch all these college NFL football games. Head on down to the mothership. Have a wonderful time. Charlotte's going to have the best bands in the Southeast every Friday and Saturday night. And I know she was at that FSU game. Man, that stadium looked beautiful. Atmosphere was unbelievable. Loud. I couldn't believe it. Jim, before we get into your FSU update, let's take this phone call. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
We couldn't be better. Who is this?
This is Travis, not Peterson, the other Travis.
Hey, Travis, how you doing today?
I'm good, Coach. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Talk to us. What do you got for us?
So the score of the Fort Walton game, it was 29-16. We used to live there. My dad still lives there, and he goes to all the high school games, talks to all Fort Walton. So that was the correct score for that one.
Okay.
Other than that, I just wanted to say go Noles. I'm not trying to rub anybody.
That's good.
Started off looking like a great
Go ahead and do it. Sorry. He needs it. Go ahead and do it.
We're looking forward to it.
He's been on his high horse too long.
Really, Coach, the only thing I would say is, if your quarterback keeps getting pressured like he did, it could be a long season. Because when he was in the pocket, he looked poised. He looked good. If he got rushed or had to go outside the pocket, it was a fight for his life, and he couldn't make a pass.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's just part of it. My big concern is also with the defense, how they don't like to make contact like they used to. Florida State made them like a little boys out there playing a ball game.
I will say after 5 years of watching the Seminoles just try to shoulder tackle people, they finally remembered to wrap them up.
Yeah.
I mean, we must have stopped probably 20 extra yards on you guys just by holding a foot and waiting for another defender to get there.
They just physically whipped Alabama like a drum. They beat them. Alabama didn't win part of that. I can't say enough good things. What about Norvell, his hiring of Gus Malzahn, great offensive scheme? And the only thing I told Jim Bob this, I said, I feel a little bit better now because the defense coordinator, Womack, played for him. He knows that scheme. This is what the coach told us. We play for this scheme. We know this offense. You would think that would help. It didn't. If he knew that scheme, Gus Malzahn made him look foolish because he outcoached them every series. Alabama got outcoached by Gus Malzahn, that offense. And then Coach White's defense, again, they made Alabama look foolish. I mean, they couldn't do – after the first drive, Alabama couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I really think that came with stopping our quarterback because, he was, I will say, it's probably one of the most alert and heads up I've seen a quarterback in a while. And I'm not trying to overplay it. I know it's just week one, but it just seemed like the second that he felt the pressure, he took off. And he made smart plays with it. I think there was only one time that I saw that he should have gotten the ball away and he didn't. But for the most part, he made good heads-up, smart plays, and that's what kept us in the game.
Yep, I agree. Did you go to the game?
I did not, no, sir. I tried to go to the game many, many times. If I would have won my bet before, so I took the Seminoles in the points because I thought we were only going to lose by about 7. So I took them in the points, and I had them picked for the win, and I chickened out, and I backed out of it, but I still pulled away with $800 just off the points alone, so that was nice.
Wow, that's good. That's really good. I told those Alabama fans, I said, you better watch out. They were talking 45-10. They're going to blow them out. We don't blow them out, something's wrong. Well, guess what? Something's wrong because we didn't. They blew us out.
You know, I was scared when our quarterback was, talking all that smack. I was like, oh, my, you just don't do that, especially to a team like Alabama. You just don't do that. And I just felt like your defensive front just didn't even show up to play that game. And it's not a knock on them. It was just you would have thought they would have came in with more fire and passion, and they just came in to play a football game.
I think since the Vandy game, I think Alabama's record now is 5-5 since that Vandy game, I believe. I could be wrong. I think they won 5 and lost 5 since that game. I told Jim, I said, if you're FSU, why would you fear Alabama? Go put the tape. Go put the Michigan tape on. Go put the Oklahoma Vandy tape on. There's nothing to fear. And they weren't. Yeah. They weren't fearful at all.
Oh, no, they played with not only something to prove from last season, but something to prove against Alabama. And those gentlemen, they played their hearts out. All glory to them because they came out there and they left nothing on the field.
Yeah, great job by FSU, no doubt about that. Hey, it wasn't a fluke, and we're not this bad-mouthing Bama. FSU looked good. They look, really, truly, you're looking forward. Miami, Florida, and Clemson. Did they play Clemson this year, Jim?
Yeah.
Those 3 teams there, they win those 3. Well, man, watch out. I think the rest of them, you can feel pretty good about. Of course, it's one game, though. One game.
I don't know if the new AP poll came out, but where do you have Florida State after last week?
Well, if of course, I think Alabama's way overranked, but if you beat the number 8 team in the country like that, you got to be in the top 10. I don't know, Jim, where would you have them?
They deserve to be in the top 10, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think so, too. We shall see. Who would you have number 1? I got the Buckeyes number 1, not even close. Some people, I heard some of the experts, Penn State. I think Ohio State looked really good.
Yeah, I mean, granted it wasn't a high-scoring game, but it was definitely a football fight of a game. And when you beat the number 1 team and, you beat them for 3.5 quarters before they even tried to get back in it, you have to take their spot over, Penn State, who played a cupcake.
Yeah, what I loved about both those teams, they both played hard and they played really well on defense. Both of them got outstanding. Matter of fact, I think Ohio State just because they were last year. And it is more impressive what you've seen in the last 4 games they played last year, the ranked teams they beat, how they beat them. Now you just add the number 1 team in the country they just beat. And I thought that was wrong. I thought Ohio State should have been number 1, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it was foolish. Like, I know that they had lost a lot of offensive players, I believe, but at the same time, you're the defending champs, and you're still coming back with a stacked roster. I think they did take it as a slap in the face, and they went out there to show them, hey, don't overlook us. We're still the champs.
Well, we'll know here in a couple hours where FSU's ranked. We'll see. But, hey, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you listening, and I appreciate you calling. We're going to let Jim do our FSU update by newbies now. I wish I had something we could give away. If anything I can give to you, I would. You want to go out? You want to go out with Wildcat and go take him to lunch or something? Hell, he needs a friend.
I need a lunch.
That's great. However, can we do the coach special to where I'll take him to lunch you just paid?
Yeah, that'd be the only way he'd go. I tell you that. Hey, thanks for calling, buddy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Have a fantastic day. Appreciate it.
All right, Jim, what you got for us?
Well, a lot of what I was going to say has kind of already been covered. We've kind of covered it since we got here today. This is a total surprise to me that not that Florida State won. I mean, anybody can win, but how they won and just the lack of resistance from Alabama is a total surprise to me. You got to give credit to Florida State. I mean, they were ready. They said they had nothing to fear in Alabama. They obviously knew what they were talking about. The thing is, they only won 2 games last year. They beat a really good team this year. You can't let that be a hangover. And I know the next couple of teams aren't very good, aren't very competitive. But down the road, they've got some real people that got to play. You got Miami, you got Clemson, and you got the University of Florida. So those are big challenges coming up. Next two, not so much. And I feel I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Florida State, after all this good stuff that happened, had a very negative situation. They had one of their players was visiting family in Havana, Florida, and was shot in his car. His name is Ethan Pritchard.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. He's not from Havana. He's from Sanford, Seminole High School. But he's visiting family, so our thoughts and prayers go out to him for a quick recovery. They say I never understand these medical diagnoses. He's in stable but critical condition. So I don't know what that means, but he got shot. I don't think it's life-threatening, but it seems like there's always crazy stuff going on. And it was only 10 o'clock at night. It wasn't the midnight rule. Nothing good happens after midnight. It was only 10.
Yeah, I think he was saying his aunt back somewhere.
Yeah, he was visiting family, so crazy stuff happens all the time. But Florida State deserves a lot of credit. That was a completely unexpected win. I don't think anybody really picked Florida State.
Yeah.
At all.
FSU, no, you know what Lee did? I'm going to think, too, I thought that was cool that I was watching the Fox. I watched the ESPN Game Day. Then I turned to Fox. And I really like Fox's Game Day. I just do. I think they're good. They do a good job. Both of them do. But both networks focused in on Lee Corso at the end. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Both of them were watching. And the band had his name out on the field, which I thought that was really cool. They had him on the 50-yard line, and he made his last pick, and he got it right. He got every single pick Saturday right. Every one. He's the only one that picked FSU to win. Right. Everybody else went to Alabama. What a great job, Lee. And I thought Ohio State treated him really good there. All the people there, the band, everybody. And the place went crazy when he put on the Buckeye hat. I thought that was pretty cool. I wish I'd have got all six of them right. I didn't think I by myself.
Yeah,
anyway,
I definitely didn't.
But I watched, like I said, I was out to Cajun Place, and I was watching Southern Mississippi on one TV, too. Every stadium had something about Lee on it. Every single stadium had pictures and things for Lee Corso. Thanking Coach. What a legend. What a man. What a gentleman Lee Corso was. And great job in his last picks, no doubt about that. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I got to talk about the legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell. This is his 26 years on Bay County sidelines. And Arnold got a big win. Arnold had a big win Friday night at home. Chad Mitchell was there. The guy's incredible. If you need operating, you get injured, go see Chad Mitchell. He's one of the first guys ever trained for robotic surgery. The guy is incredible. The legend. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. That is Dr. Chad Mitchell. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Not even close. The best at what they do. Don't go some national brand. Go local. Goes Jason, goes Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Not even close. Vandy Roofing, incredible. Vandy Roofing, general contracting, they design, build, commercial, residential. Kyle does a great job. He does an incredible job. Looking to get a new roof, look no further than a local company. That's Vandy Roofing. Doesn't get any local more than that. They're incredible. You love Taco Bell. Who doesn't love Taco Bell? I tell you who loves Taco Bell. You Tiger Sharks down in Port St. Joe, you love Taco Bell. Make sure you're out there supporting them all the time, because without Taco Bell, we wouldn't be giving all these Tiger Shark love out. Great job this past week. I give credit to Taco Bell. I do.
Not to mention food.
The foods are great. Get out to Taco Bell, have a great time. They got 3 locations, Panama City Beach, Callaway, and, of course, the brand new one down in Port St. Joe, Taco Bell. Also, that Cajun Place, Rick, great job, man. This weekend is incredible. Every Saturday, 11 o'clock, we're going to be there for the kickoff game. I guarantee you that. 50 cents wings, $5 pitchers. You can't beat that anywhere. Great atmosphere, 27-plus TVs, NFL package. They got it all at that Cajun Place. And we'll be right back. Jim Brandt, Jason Kovaleski is sick. Wildcat is sick also, but he's here. He can't help it. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Go Noles!
ESPN Northwest Florida has your chance to win tickets to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He just kicked a 70-yard field.
Text to win a pair of tickets
tickets to watch Jacksonville's home opener. It's Jaguars versus Texans, Sunday, September 7th. Text the keyword Jacksonville to 850-215-6290. Text Jacksonville to 850-215-6290. Good luck from your radio home for the NFL. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Tuesday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, mostly sunshine and 88. Clear skies tonight, slightly cooler at 72 and wind out of the east-northeast around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 9 miles per hour with a high of 88. The same at 88 Thursday and we'll have sunshine. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
For exciting college football, the best boiled seafood, and the most game day fun, it's Lone Star Boil House. Watch the games on their huge Jumbotron. Challenge your friends to beer pong, cornhole, and oversized Connect 4 in their new adult lounge. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for incredible wings, the best boiled seafood, and a new breakfast menu. Saturday and Sunday starting at 9. Crush the follow on Facebook to catch huge game day specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Rebilly here.
If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Nick Saban can kiss my...
Uncompromising sports talk lives here. Now back to the J. Michaels studio. It's the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The game, 1 versus 2. Everybody was there. Lee was there to make his last head pick in Ohio State. Let me tell you what Ohio State's done. Number 8, Tennessee, they destroyed last year. These are the last games they played. They beat number 1 Oregon like a drum. They beat number 3 Texas. They beat number 7 Notre Dame for the national championship. Now they just got through beat number 1 Texas again, 14-7 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the game. The score was 14-0. Texas came back, made a game of it, kind of. But their defense, they lost their defense coordinator at Penn State. Everybody went crazy about that. The one they got there is pretty good. We got a caller?
Yeah, I would say.
Let me take this phone call real quick. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. This is Mark. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm tired. I just got off a long work thing. Listen about the games this weekend. I did want to say this. First of all, Alabama still has a whole bunch of 4- and 5-star players on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we're putting too much on that loss. I'll say this about Florida State. Every year I used to look at the magazines and I see how many offensive linemen you had coming back.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have but 1 or 2, you're probably going to struggle early in the season on your offense. Florida State replaced all 5, and it's like they pulled a Yugo out and replaced it with a Bentley.
Yeah.
That, to me, was the difference in the game. Their offensive line were able to move the ball. They were able to push back Alabama's defense. They were able to get 4th and 1s and get 3 yards. That was what happened in that game to me. That also think they did a great job of Norvell and Malzahn. Herb Hand is the other coach they hired, the offensive line coach.
He's good.
He's good. Yeah, he is. The other thing they did is they had this player, Michael Danzy, who was number 19.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like a world-class. I think he won the Nationals in the 400 meters or something like that.
He did. Yeah, he can fly.
He can fly, but the impression I got during the preseason was this is a track star that we're going to teach to play football, that maybe we can send him deep and stretch the field. But when you watched him run the ball, yeah, that's a football player that can run track because he had vision. He made cuts on those 2 plays that those 2 little reverse plays they ran. Yeah. That wasn't just beating somebody to the sidelines there. So that was Malzahn's little trick, I thought, in there. And look, Alabama, I honestly thought Ty Simpson, I think he can be a really good quarterback for them. I don't think all is lost for Alabama. I think they just run into a buzzsaw. And that's not the same. You got to throw. This is a different age in college football. That wasn't even the same guys out there that was playing last year. It was a completely different team. And I was impressed how they were able to gel, like that in 1 year. But that's a completely different Florida State squad than they put on the field last year. And it ain't the same people.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. Florida State's made improvement like you wouldn't believe. They're good. There's no doubt about it. Their team speed's incredible. They get after you. They're well coached.
And I'll say this, too, Coach, and you know this way better than I do. You're talking about Alabama's look slow. They did. But they ain't slow. I've always said this. If you don't know where you're going,
you slow.
You don't get there. You don't get there too
good. Point.
Yeah. And they were confused. There's no doubt. All that misdirection, that offense he runs, will give anybody fits. But I disagree in some things. I've watched them play a long time. I go back and watch a little thing. I've watched it again. They inside linebacker play, they look like they were lost. They don't look very quick. Of course, that one kid, bless his heart, is coming off major knee surgery, and it's going to take him a while to get back in the groove. But the secondary, they didn't want to make contact. They loafed. I saw them not chasing the football. I saw things I hadn't seen in a long time out of that club there. They got a long way to go. Yeah, it's just one game, and maybe I'm overreacting, but they got a lot of work to do if they're going to compete in the SEC.
It also felt like probably the worst thing could have happened to Alabama was going right down the field and scoring on that first drive. I think they said, yeah, this is easy.
Yeah.
And it was not easy for the rest of the game.
And they had to kind of go away from the running game when they got down by 14. I understand where they were coming from, the coaching staff, selecting to get away from that. Let's try to get back in this ball game. Time clock's running. I get that. But they're better off when the game's close and they can pound the rock a little bit. I like the offensive coordinator at Alabama. I like what he was trying to do. I think it's a big time improvement from last year. But you go back and you watch it closely. Watch the inside linebacker play. Watch the defensive lineman stand up, get knocked back off the ball. Watch this. The biggest disappointment to me was the play of the secondary. We have 4 and 5 stars across the board. They can cover really well. As far as coming up and making contact, they didn't want any part of that. They did not chase the ball. They loafed. And you can't hide it. You can't sugarcoat it. That would have never happened with a Bear Bryant team, with a Gene Stallings team, or a Nick Saban team. Something isn't right up there. I'm telling you, something's not right.
I can't disagree with you there. That one play Danzy made, the first reverse. He just ran right by like 4 guys. He just right between them. They just stood there.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand the frustration there because I saw a whole lot of it last year with FSU.
Yeah,
it's just they did seem to lack that fire, the motivation. It ain't there. It's just that does have to improve. But the talent's there. They've got talent. They can turn it around, and I think that quarterback's a good quarterback. But
do you think there's any truth to the rumors out there that a booster, there's some of the big boosters and some parents stuff, they do stay at the same hotel the players stay at, and they saw players walking around at 1:30 in the morning, what's it called, Food Dash, delivering food, friends,
DoorDash and all that.
Friends. To me, that's hard to believe because there is security there at those hotels the players stay at. And usually they're up in, I don't know if I buy into that. I don't know if I believe that or not.
I don't know. There'll be a whole lot of things said, If he was at Auburn, they'd be accused of messing around with the secretary by now.
Yeah, I know you're right. I know what you mean by that. That was Wildcat. That was Wildcat.
I plead not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got to tell you that the Ohio State Texas game. Look, you got Matt Petruska as a defense coordinator getting ready to go against the guy in his first start in a big game. I don't care what your last name is. He's probably going to make you look bad. Ohio State's got a lot of talent. Texas has got a lot of talent.
That was a good game.
That was good.
You saw those guys play. But Texas lost the game. Texas played hard. They played hard. They chased the ball. They hit you. I saw one Texas defensive lineman that I thought was really good. They drove him how far? Five yards. Easy. 5 yards off the ball. Ohio State's, I think Ohio State's better than they were last year. I really do.
They may be, and I think that quarterback they got is just going to get better and better. The talent's there.
Well, we had him. We had the guy. I watched him play in high school. I said before the game, the best quarterback is at Ohio State. He's not Texas. And I feel bad for Manning because everybody's, of course, he's getting paid a lot of money. I guess they can take it now, but it's not his fault. I mean, it's his first start. You, the ones that built him, the fans built him up to be this Heisman Trophy winner, all the media, Feinbaum. He not only played, Spurrier was right the whole time.
Yeah, he was. I was thinking that during the game. Spurrier was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Spurrier's right a lot of times.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate to say it, but he is. Yeah, I will say this. I thought the key in the Florida State-Alabama game, there's a lot of keys, but the one thing that really struck me, this shows you just how different things are this year. Florida State's got a 4th and 1 at their own 37-yard line or 27-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And you know this, Coach. Anybody that's played the game knows this. Sometimes you get in a situation and an offensive lineman just turns around and says, just run behind me.
Yeah.
You're going to get that yard. And that's clearly what happened.
They got more than a yard. Yeah.
They got 4 yards.
Yeah.
They got 4 yards. That's I saw that and I said, wow. I mean, this would have never happened at FSU last year. But you could just see it with those offensive linemen. One of them, by the way, played for Vanderbilt last year. Gunnar Thompson or whatever I think is Gunnar Thompson's his name. Yeah, but you could just see it. They said, just come right over here. We got your yard, and they had it when they wanted it. So that was the difference in that game. But yeah, Alabama can turn it around, but it's going to be hard because man, they're out. some of the stuff I've seen on the internet, man, I would not want to be that coach.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting. And I think they're favored by 36 or what. I don't care if they're favored by 28. Alabama fans, don't put your money. Don't put money to cover. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. All right, let's take a break. Hey, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate every time you call. We love you. Thanks for calling, and thank you so much for listening.
Have a good weekend, Coach.
You too, buddy. All right, we get back. We'll talk more about Alabama. I want to talk about that Texas-Ohio State game. I want to talk about LSU, Clemson. Those are some really good ball clubs. Really well. All 4 of those teams are coached
talking about Alabama losing all morning. There were other games.
I liked it better when your mic wasn't working. Let's talk about some of our great people right now, okay? Like, who have we not talked about yet? I don't know. Let's talk about, your mic was screwed up. Let's talk about Russ and Amber. Now, Russ is pumped up about the game this weekend, the 49ers game this weekend. Hopefully the 49ers have a good year because we want Russ to be happy. But if you're looking for jewelry, David Adams designer jewelry over in Lynn Haven's the place you want to go. Russ and Amber do such a great job. They can design it. They'll make it. If you got an old piece of jewelry, something broke off, they can fix it. They don't mail it off for a month.
Free jewelry
They
cleaning.
fix it right there. They do it all. They're not like Alabama. They show up and get the job done.
They'll do a cleaning and an inspection for absolutely nothing. So just walk on in there and check out their new inventory. That's 830 Highway 77, David Adamson Designer Jewelry. What?
You know what?
What?
I think FSU's going to make a lot of people look bad.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be eating some crow, as they say in the hills.
I think FSU is back.
Eat some
We'll
crow.
know. It's just one game. Saban would say, hey, it's only one game. One game. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
The 1992 Alabama Crimson Tide, the starting fullback, Mr. Martin Houston.
Well, we had that type of success all year, and that's why I think we were so quiet. We had watched a lot of film, saw some great opportunities, and had seen some weaknesses in that team. Not only were they weaknesses, but they were weaknesses that fed our strength.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Tuesday's weather. This afternoon and evening, there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, mostly sunshine and 88. Clear skies tonight, slightly cooler at 72, and wind out of the east-northeast around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 9 miles per hour with a high of 88. The same at 88 Thursday, and we'll have sunshine. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Keep the adventure going this fall in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Our SUV family is built for all-in adventures and endless possibilities. Stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. You'll find the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Save cool cash this week on the purchase of a new Kia SUV. Now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. The road is yours in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento with $20.83 per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Quantities limited, cannot be combined with other finance offers. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 9/2/25.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
WGSX Lynn Haven, W Field, Q Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Tide, whoa. Down the bowl. Roll Tide, roll. All right, Alabama Updates brought by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Love Jason. They do a great job. Family owned. He graduated from Mosley High School. He's local. Let's make sure we're supporting all local companies. Never go national. Go with local people that grew up here. The guy's one of the most honest people I know. They work extremely hard, take a lot of pride in what they do. Family business. They're there for you anytime, day or night. If it breaks down, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. You want to get a service right before winter, right before summer. If it's just running, not getting cooler, not getting warmer, you call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll come out and save you some money.
And a lot of things that happen, especially if you got a heat pump, is that when you switch that transition from going from air conditioning to heating your house, something gets clogged up or broke or something like that. And Stevenson Air Conditioning, they have a very quick, inexpensive little fix for that. So that's something to keep in mind when you start turning that heat pump on.
A hammer?
That's what I use.
All right, Alabama.
Hammer?
17, FSU 31. And this update again is brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Did you say we got a phone call? Let's take this phone call. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Roll Tide.
I'm sorry. The phone system's... The phone system's broke. I can't hear you.
Hey, I'm starting to GoFundMe for the $58.75 million it's going to cost to buy out the board.
I'm ready to give some.
$58 million, man. It ain't DeVore's fault. It's the players' fault. That's the worst.
Wait a minute.
That's the worst Alabama football team I've ever seen on TV.
Let me ask you something. You played football, right? You played high school football.
Yes.
Okay. You
It's the players' fault, Coach.
You play like you practice, right? You play like
That's
you practice.
right.
Now, if you loaf in practice and the coaches allow it, you're going to go in the game and do the exact same thing.
Well, Saban was talking about how he'd been up there and encouraging them and everything else, and, boy, they sure look really good, man. Now, listen, Florida State fans, boy, their bubble's so big right now. Don't worry. They're just going to get busted, too, because they ain't all that. That's just the first game. That guy can't keep running like that and not expect to get pounded by somebody. Somebody's got a headlock on that guy, I'm telling you. Alabama will be just fine, just fine. They got away from running the football because they got nervous. They didn't. They just looked they looked out of shape, honestly, like they weren't ready to play. I was busy in Athens watching a real team play even though we played Marshall, there was no discussion about who was the best team on the football field. That was for the whole time they were on there.
Did you see that picture of Mary Beth and Kirby's mama after the game? Man, it made me sad. I almost had a tear in my eye. He loved his daddy now. His daddy was
he worshipped his daddy. He coaches just like his daddy.
He does. And that
go
was
Dogs,
sad,
baby.
Man.
Go Dogs.
That was sad. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to what you said. Alabama, you go through winter workouts. How you prepare in the off season, how you going to play in the fall. I question how tough their winter workouts are. I question how tough spring football was. I question how tough their practices are, especially during fall camp. When you are allowed to loaf in practice, you're going to continue to loaf in games. So I think it's the whole team. It's the coaches, the players. It's everybody. It's everybody's.
Who's the leaders on the team?
Well, the captain big tackle got hurt, didn't play. He was one of the defensive captains.
He's out indefinitely with a tie rope. He's gone for 4 weeks.
We can say all this, but the bottom line is next man up. This is Alabama. This is Alabama football.
Doubt. And let me tell you, that's more embarrassing getting beat by Florida State than Vandy. I promise you, I don't care what you say. Vandy's in the SEC, and that coach, listen, Vandy plays hard. Florida State played hard. Well, there was no effort. I only got to catch the second half of the game, but it was like that was just to watch the second half. There was zero effort, and you can't keep throwing it to the same guy either. You gotta spread the ball around. You can't keep throwing it to Williams.
Hey, let me
he
ask
ain't
you
all
this.
that anyway.
Does Georgia's best offensive player, best receiver, walk into the stadium with a stuffed teddy bear like a T-Rex? Does they have their fingernails painted different colors and stuff like that? I'm sorry, I'm old school. I'm not going to have players walking in the stadium with a teddy bear and their fingernails. I don't know. I guess I'm getting.
Kirby was in the boys. Kirby is the one that will he'll cuss you out on national TV. But he was in the players that were what he thought wasn't doing well. But I didn't see any effort. We ran the football for the first time in 14 games successfully, where we actually ran the ball first, passed the ball second, and that's how we won national championships.
You're physical.
Yes.
Ohio State's
the only way you're going to win in the SEC is to run the football. And as you can see, apparently, Florida State's got the best team money can buy. They only paid for every single player. They didn't recruit near one of them. They just paid them all.
So I disagree. I disagree with you, respectfully disagree with you when you play FSU. If you can't get fired up to play a team that's won all those ACC championship, national championships, a big, huge name like FSU, you should be ready to play.
2-12, don't forget that.
It's 1 year. Alabama might be 2-10 this year.
No, man, come on now. Y'all be just fine. If anything, that's a wake-up call. If anything, if DeBoer is smart and he wants to keep his job, he better use this as a tool. And he better start knocking some people in their ass, honestly, and say, hey, if you don't want to play, you can go sit right over there and hit the transfer portal, buddy, because there's somebody else right here that wants to give more effort than what you're giving. And that's where I think that's where DeBoer's got a problem. I don't think DeBoer's got any cojones enough to get one of them players' face and just say, hey, dude, I don't care who you are, what county, what state you came from, you are nothing unless you put forth the effort on the football field.
Yeah.
And I, just put it this way, as Georgia and Alabama were the original stable builders, we had everybody. You couldn't leave. That's when you couldn't leave, and we had stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of talent. If any teams in the whole entire nation understands how it feels to lose players for no reason, we understand. We had 5 stars backed up just like y'all did. That's how we got those championships. Kirby did the same thing that Saban did. The difference is now you don't have a guy like Kirby over there. Y'all might as well just go after John Gruden. He's looking for a job. And then just put him in there and watch and see what you might have a little butt chewing.
I don't know if
that's what makes players.
So you haven't watched as many times I have. I've watched the Birmingham stations up there, my daughter, and they show a lot of the clips of the game, stuff like that. But I had guys that played with Coach Bryant, And especially when he first got to Alabama, they had guys that started the first game that never got on the field again when they didn't give an effort, when they loafed in the game. Saban would not put up anybody that loafs. And
no.
Go back. There's just one clip going around. There were plenty more that could have went around, and I hate to pull out the kid's number, but it was number 18. You saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Go watch him chase the football. He was loafing, and the defensive backs would not come up and hit anybody. There's some problems at Alabama. We can't sugarcoat this. They got some issues.
Well,
State made them look like pitiful.
I've seen Saban blow a daggum cardiac arrest over it when they're up by 50 over a dude not making a tackle. So, I mean, it's not – the players are the problem. It's these new generation of punks that are in there playing. And, man, like Kirby said, there were so many players that I saw that we could have had because we could have paid them more money. Arch Manning came and teased us at Georgia. And I'm telling you, if he was all that, Kirby would have paid that dude to come to Georgia. He was going to go to Georgia. Arch Manning is not that good. There's so many players out there that are just all it is the money. They don't have the passion. You know, these old school counties way out in the middle of nowhere, these kids come, that's the biggest thing in the world. Now it's all about the money. Yeah. It's not even about the game anymore. And it's sad because you don't have anybody really that, you know, I want to see a kid come up and knock the living, you know what, out of somebody and get up and, you know, celebrate. Don't celebrate because you did something, you know, stupid or it took 4 of you to tackle somebody. I didn't see hardly anybody. There's a bunch of games you watch all the games. Everybody just goes up and hits people. Yeah. Nobody goes and does real tackling anymore. I mean, all the games are all the same. It's all just a bunch of it's like a show. It's like a productive show, and there's no real football really getting played. I mean, Ohio State looked good, but good Lord, their payroll's way beat our payroll. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Ohio State plays hard. I'm going to tell you what, Texas played hard. LSU played hard. Clemson played hard. Florida State played hard. We got a problem. We can sugarcoat all you want. Bama's got a problem. All right, listen, we appreciate the call, brother. We love you. Go Dogs, but we got to take
Go Dogs, and we'll see y'all soon.
Hey, thanks for calling. You made my day.
4 more weeks, you'll be rolling into Athens. Let's do game day up there. Let's do it.
I'm going to be out that week. I don't look forward to that game at all. All right, we'll be right back. We got time to do a break. No?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
First of all, there's still time to win a pair of tickets to the Jaguars game. It's Jaguars versus Carolina on Sunday, September 7th. Text the keyword Jacksonville to 850-215-6290. And I do want to say this is just for ESPN 104.3 listeners only. This is not a big national or statewide contest.
It's Randy giving away stuff like he always does.
There you go. Right there. There it is.
He's always doing that. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. That Cajun place, we've been told you, $5 pitchers, 50-cent wings. You can't beat that anywhere. On Saturdays, you got a brunch going from 10 to 2. Sundays, the North Jazz Band, they're there from 10 to 12 playing. They're incredible. Wear your LSU shirts every time LSU scores. Run up there and tell them, hey, I got my shirt on, give me my free Jell-O shot. And they'll do it. Same thing for the Saints when they're playing a game. That Cajun place, you cannot beat. The food's incredible. Atmospheres, 27-plus TVs. Stevenson Air Conditioner, #1. David Adams and Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. Listen to him tomorrow at 7:30 right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. Auburn Tigers, War Eagle. They look good, baby. They look good. Auburn's back.
Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Tuesday's weather. This afternoon and evening, there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, mostly sunshine and 88. Clear skies tonight, slightly cooler at 72, and wind out of the east-northeast around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 9 miles per hour with a high of 88. The same at 88 Thursday, and we'll have sunshine. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory or visit online, InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
In a world full of noise, one name cuts through it all.
Amplify AI.
We help HVAC, plumbing, and home service pros get found fast. More leads, more calls, more results. This ain't just marketing. It's AI-powered performance.
Amplify AI.
Hear the roar.
Call Lee at 850-299-1269. Amplify AI.
That bear ain't just for show.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. You want to have a great time, it's Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. That's right. All you Mosley Dolphins on a Friday night or Thursday, whenever they're playing, get a Beef O'Brady's, have a little pep rally, have a great pregame meal, go to the game, have a wonderful time. Now, if you love college football, NFL, and you live over there, that's where you need to be. Pat Pernell's the city commissioner over there, does a great job. But his restaurant is unbelievable. The key word is Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. They treat you like family. They never have a bad day. Always a smile on their face. The food's incredible. Great place to be. TV's everywhere. Atmosphere's incredible. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. Every Wednesday, 10 wings inside for $9.99. But that's where you want to go to watch college football, NFL games. You have a big party, call, make a big order. Go pick those wings up at Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. Have a great time. Auburn 34, Baylor 24. I tell you what made me proud. First quarter, Auburn could have gone down 10-0. It's 4th down. Baylor chose to kick a field goal. What did he do? He didn't kick a field goal. They go for it. What happened? Auburn stuffed them. They stuffed them. Instead of being down 10-0, they're only down 3-0. And one thing I do love, after that, what did they do? They marched the ball 96 yards, touchdowns, Auburn. Unbelievable. Coach Hugh Freeze, I love the game plan. Incredible. You ran the football. You stuck with the running game. Auburn looked really, in my opinion, Auburn looked really good. Arnold rushed for 137 yards on 16 carries, 2 touchdowns. Hey, did he look great throwing the ball? When he actually threw the ball a couple times, looked good. But I love the game plan. I love what they did. They took advantage of what Baylor was doing on defense. They were bigger. They were stronger. They were more physical. They looked good on defense. The kicking game, when Baylor came back and could have made a game of it, what did Auburn do? They returned the kickoff, I think it was like 96, 98 yards. Baylor passed for 419 yards. Auburn rushed for 307 yards on 52 carries. And that offensive scheme looked a lot like FSU, a running quarterback. War damn Eagle. I was impressed. Let's take this phone call. I don't care if it's Eddie. I'm doing the Auburn update. Hey, he said, am I supposed to drop everything because it's Eddie? Let's bring him on, the one and only Eddie. Good morning.
Michigan Eddie, by the way. Go.
You didn't say Michigan Eddie. He did not say Michigan Eddie.
You didn't ask.
He didn't say Michigan Eddie.
Politely.
There's a difference. I apologize for that. We stopped everything for you. War Eagle, go ahead.
All I gotta say is that Cajun place, awesome wings. Went up there and got wings, and the family loved them. So go out there and get them, man. They're phenomenal. And then their Houdat, their muffaletta version is outstanding. It was awesome. And you guys need to go get a to-go order or whatever, and it's all good, man. It was all good, and they were packed out. They had like 30 people outside waiting to get a table at around 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Hey, Miss Shea, I got there at 10:30 because I wanted to see Lee put the hat on. You wouldn't believe the line out there waiting. That's the place to go. 50-cent wings, $5 pitchers. You can't beat it. You're saving money. Great food, you're saving money. All right, let me ask you this.
Eddie. Who paid the bill?
Well, it wasn't Coach, tell you that much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Paying his bill.
Go figure.
Hey, let me ask you something. This week, Saturday night, Michigan at Oklahoma. Oklahoma looked much improved. I watched a little bit of their game. That quarterback seems to be the real deal. How you feeling, man? After playing New Mexico, how you feel about this one?
Well, who did Oklahoma play?
It wasn't New Mexico.
Well, I mean,
it wasn't New Mexico.
I'll tell you, the line's already picking Oklahoma to win, and we're out our linebacker because they reviewed the play for targeting. I'm like, dude, it's football. It's not ballet. That wasn't targeting, so he's out for the first half. And I'm not just saying because I'm a Michigan alumni.
Are you already making excuses?
No, I'm not. But I think he should be playing. And but next man up mentality, so I'm not worried about it. Justice Haynes is the real deal. Bryce Hunter was the real deal. So, and Oklahoma Stadium is not that intimidating. It's small. So, but I got to give a shout out to Jim Bob Superfly's favorite school. They did an outstanding job with a tribute to Lee Corso. And I especially like the band spelling out Corso on the field.
That was pretty cool.
That was awesome. They did it right, and for him to pick Brutus the last game, all of his teams he coached won. All of his picks were right. He picked Florida State to win. He picked Ohio State to win. I mean, it was just his day. So good job to Ohio State for what they did to send Coach Corso out on a great note and all that. So. So anyway,
did you get to watch Baylor? Did you watch Auburn Baylor on Friday night? Did you watch that?
I was just telling Eddie when I dropped them off. I would go. The only thing I got wrong this week was the Auburn.
Yeah,
was the Auburn game.
Let me go back and finish up this Auburn thing. Another good play I loved. It was 4th and 1. Auburn goes for it. Remember, Auburn stuffed Baylor on 4th and goal. Auburn's 4th and 1. I think they were on the Baylor's 27-yard line. I think. 4th and 1, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the game. Arnold Jackson calls his own number. That little misdirection up the middle, touchdown, Auburn. I mean, it looked pretty, man. It was nice to see those things. 12-play drive, 75 yards, 8 up, 7 minutes and 16 seconds of the clock. Arnold looked good at quarterback. Auburn's defense looked good. Auburn's offensive line looked good. And Baylor's a quality football team. They had won 6 games in a row. They had the quarterback back. They had the receivers back. They had the running back back. Veteran offense. I like Auburn. That was a big critical game. Now we got two games to get ready to go, and then we go to Oklahoma and A&M. They've got to split those two. If they can just split those two, hell, who knows? They might win these two. It's just one game. I get that, but I was impressed with Auburn. I think they're back. I thought their offense looked good. I thought their defense looked good. Jim, he's a passing guy. He's a quarterback guru. He stuck to the running game. Last year we got on to him all the time about he had the leads, he had games won, and he wouldn't run the ball. He did it this game. I was shocked. He kept running. He kept the game plan intact, and they get a win. What was your take on Auburn?
It was good for a change, to be honest with you. The only thing that concerns me a little bit, just from a coaching point of view, Jackson Arnold ran the ball really well, but I don't know that running your quarterback 16 times a game in the SEC is a formula that you can sustain all year. I think he had to do that to get him an edge, and he is a very good he's a good runner, but that's a lot of carries.
Yeah. That reminded me when he was at Oklahoma, they beat Alabama. He ran the ball quite a bit in that ball game too.
But the fact that they were able to run the ball, and they gave up 400 yards passing, too. Now, that's kind of concerning, too. That's a lot of yards. So
419 yards. I think their quarterback. We talked about the receivers and quarterback, 27 of 48.
Right.
but they only had 64 yards rushing. I like that.
Right.
Auburn did sack their quarterback 4 times. That's a big plus.
That's good.
Arnold was 11 of 17 for only 108 yards. He beat you with his legs. But I saw some good things. His throwing. I like his. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be good. I like Auburn's running back, Alston and Cobb. I like both those running backs. I think I say that right. Alston had 16 carries, 84 yards, touchdown. Cobb ran the ball 16 times for 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Arnold carried the ball 16 times, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. But the kickoff return, what I thought was cool, Baylor fights. They kind of get back in the ball game. Auburn takes a kickoff return for 98 yards, touchdown, back up, big league, great job. Pleasant, I think Pleasant ran it back for a touchdown. Good job. Great job by the Auburn Tigers. SEC goes 14-2, 14-2 week 1, and they weren't playing New Mexico, okay? They weren't playing teams like that. Did he hang up?
No, I'm still here.
Oh,
actually, the Big Ten and SEC both had 2 losses. Northwestern deserved to get beat after they wouldn't let Tulane wear their 20th anniversary of Katrina uniform, so they deserved to get beat out of that team from Chicago. So I'm glad Tulane won. Big disappointment, and I think Tennessee won the UCLA trade. UCLA looked terrible against Utah. Utah is the real deal.
Hey, we got to take a break. You want to hang on? We got to take a break.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let's take this break. Let's talk about some. Hey, I love Pat Purno, City Commissioner over at Lynn Haven. Again, we're talking all the time about Lynn Haven Beef O'Brady's. Get out there and have a great time. They do an incredible job. If you want to have a party at home and you want some great wings or any other kind of great food, and do like a lot of people do, they go get their wings there from Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Pick them up, take them home, have a great time. I encourage you to stay there. TV's everywhere. They treat you like family there. Atmosphere second to none. If you're Mosley Dolphins, get there Friday, Thursday, whenever the game's being played. Get there about 5 o'clock, 5:30. Have your pregame meal there. Have a little pep rally down there. Head out to Tommy Oliver and have a great time. But the key is going to Beef O'Brady's getting started. They are incredible. Love those people down there. Watch all NFL games, college games, you name it. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. And you're already down there. Let's go see Russ and Amber.
Go see Russ and Amber and check out their all-new inventory that they have. Get a free jewelry cleaning and a free jewelry inspection. I'm talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. And, hey, you forgot one of the most important games in the SEC, and that's Kentucky and Toledo. 24-16. Go Wildcats. They take on Ole Miss next Saturday, September 6th.
Good luck with that one.
You don't think so, huh?
I'm going Rebels all day long.
Yeah.
J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive, the legendary J. Michael's. Go have the best seafood, the ice-cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's. We're one day away from that world-famous J. Michael's spaghetti. Maxfit Sports Nutrition, you'll look better, feel better. Jason Kovaleski, 2 great locations. Pier Park, 23rd Street. Get out to one of the 4 newbies, have a wonderful time. John and Charlotte, always giving back to the community, supporting everybody. Let's make sure we go support them. They've been in business for over 50 years. Get out, newbies, have a great time. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest.
It's here. On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
Reliable Copy Products is proud to be the exclusive dealer in Northwest Florida for Kyocera office equipment. Reliable Copy Products has been committed to providing professional, personalized service for the last 35 years. They understand that the right equipment does not always fall within today's budget requirements, so they offer several options for the equipment you need today for the growth you expect tomorrow. Call James Smothers at 784-6601. 784-6601. Reliable Copy Products on Harrison Avenue, just north of Bay High School.
Visit the newly remodeled Mid-South Lumber Hardware and Feed Store in Youngstown. They have a full line of plumbing, electrical, hardware, and tools for your DIY home projects, as well as lumber and animal feed. Now offering not only baby chicks and a full line of poultry supplies, but also bunnies and parakeets. They also carry a wide selection of Duplin wines and gourmet products so you don't have to drive to the beach. Come see us at Mid-South Lumber on Highway 231 in Youngstown.
Know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, what some great college football game. Great week one of college football. We had the upsets. Florida State puts it on Bama. Let's go through our selections. Jim, you were 17 of 21. Michigan Eddie was 2 of 21. I was 17 of 21. Jason beat us all. He was 18 of 21 games. Jim, you were 17. Glenn was 15 of 21. Brian was 18 of 21. Dr. Ward was 17 of 21. Jeremy was 17 of 21. Tommy Santamont, same thing, 17 of 21. Kyle Vandergriff, this can't be right. 20 of 21? There's no way. I got to go check. That's not right. Something's wrong there. If he got that many right, I think I helped him because he left early, so I don't think that's right. Let's go down the scores. Alabama 17, Florida State 31. Arkansas 52, Alabama A&M 7. Auburn Tigers 38, Baylor 24, Florida Gators 55, Long Island. They look good. Florida look good. Long Island 0. Georgia Bulldogs physical football team 45-7 over Marshall. Kentucky gets it done 24-16 over Toledo. And a big, huge football game. Watch out for the Tigers. I told you if they win week one, I had the Clemson win that game. If they win week one, watch out. Their defense has improved quite a bit. They get after you on defense now. Offense is outstanding. LSU's going to be really good. 17-10 over Clemson. Ole Miss Rebels, they get it done 63-7 over Georgia State. And you got Mississippi State. It was close for about a half. Mississippi State pulls away from Southern Mississippi, 34-17. Missouri 61, Central Arkansas 6. Then you had Oklahoma 35, Illinois State 3. You had Tennessee. Tennessee's quarterback, Jim Bob, I think is an upgrade. I like him. He looked good. Tennessee looked good. Watch out for Tennessee. They beat Syracuse 45-26. And then the game. It was 14-0 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Texas comes back, makes it a game. Final score, Ohio State Buckeyes 14, Texas 7. And then you had Texas A&M 42. And you had UTSA 24.
Texas San Antonio.
Okay. And then you had Vandy. They win 45-3 over Charleston Southern. Louisville. Wow, Louisville kills. Eastern Kentucky 51-17. You've got Penn State. They are good. Penn State 46, Nevada 11. You had Oregon. Oregon put it on them, man. 59-13 over Montana State. Michigan Wolverines, they look pretty good. 34. New Mexico 17. South Carolina beats Virginia Tech. And a great game. I love watching that game. Notre Dame, Miami. I thought that was a really competitive football game. Both teams played really hard. Both teams are coached really well. But the Hurricanes, they get it done. You see that catch that kid made?
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Pretty incredible.
You see Jimmy Johnson come out and get them pumped up. Are the Canes back? Jason said they're back. I said, you got to show me. Are they back, Jim Bob?
They did a good job the other day. It's a long season.
Miami 27, Notre Dame 24. Miami's got to play Florida. Miami's got to play FSU. Miami's got to play Clemson. I think they got Louisville on the schedule. You're right. A lot of football to be played, but you got to feel good if you're Canes right now. Big crowd. They look good. Miss Katie, what do you think? What game stood out to you this week?
I'll tell you, forgot the Florida wide receiver with his catch, too. That was a phenomenal catch, too, by the way, if you're going to call wide receivers. But the game that stood out in my mind was last night, how Coach Belichick got shellacked by Coach Sonny Dykes at TCU. I think they got the wrong quarterback starting. I think they need to start Max Johnson. That was just that. I was not expecting North Carolina to get shellacked like that, but they got like 70 new players on that team. But I tell you, I can't believe I'm saying it, but I was pulling for Notre Dame because C.J. Carr, is Coach Carr's grandson, and he almost brought him back to beat the U in that game. But that was a great game too.
That was a great football game. Both those teams were coached really well. They got after each other. Hard-hitting physical football game. Miami's offensive line is pretty good. I'm with you. I like Notre Dame's quarterback. He played better than I thought he would. What did you think about South Carolina, Virginia Tech? 24-14. 24-11.
I thought it was going to be South Carolina, South Kakalaki. The Cockatoos was going to put up a lot more points. That kind of settled down. But I'm happy for Coach Beamer, class act and all that. But Virginia Tech's got a good squad too. So it was a good game from what I saw. I saw the majority of it, and it looked good. And be wary of South Carolina if you're in the SEC. They're the real deal. Their defense is pretty good too.
I made a note of this, and Jim, you guys can say no, you're wrong, you're right. I said great coaching job this week. LSU's defensive coordinator did an incredible job. I knew their offense was going to be good. Turn your radio down. FSU's offensive defensive coaches, coordinators, outstanding job. Gus Malzahn and Coach White did a great job. Ohio State's defensive coordinator, yeah, I did kind of. Well, no, when you pointed out where he came from and what he had done, I wasn't really worried about that. They got great players. But all the, they did all the hype. Their defense coordinator went to Penn State. Penn State blew that out of the water. But a great job by Ohio State's defensive coordinator. I thought he did an excellent job. I give a lot of credit to Miami's offense coordinator. I thought he did a good job calling plays. Notre Dame coaching staff compared, I thought they did a great job. Those are the coaching staffs that stood out to me. Am I missing anybody this past week?
I don't think so. I think you did a good job getting them all.
Yeah, you agree with most of that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Were you happy with the I'm going to tell you what, people don't understand. Texas has got a great defensive players. They got players. I thought offensive line for Ohio State looked good. What was your take on Ohio State's offense?
Well, there's a lot of people who have opinions that are based on stuff that they hear on ESPN or they read online.
Paul Feinberg.
Oh yeah, and about coordinators and about this, that, and let me give you the facts. Ohio State has 4 starters back on the offensive line. Those guys, the only one who didn't was the right tackle. He transferred in. But other than that, every guy was a starter, so they should be good. They should be. Okay, and they're talking about Brian Hartline, the offensive coordinator, who's been a receiver coach, tremendous recruiter. He recruits all these top-notch receivers. He's never called plays. All right, and they got a quarterback that's never started a game before. So all that kind of figures in. Yeah, they didn't throw the ball all over the place like they normally do. No, they didn't score a lot of points. But look who they're playing. Texas was in the Final Four last year. Okay, it took Ohio State to the last couple of minutes of the game last year to beat them and to put it away. With the long fumble recovery. I mean, that was a really good matchup. I mean, you talk about 2 really good teams, really well coached, really good. Ohio State had 14 guys go in the draft. Texas had 12. We're talking high-end programs here, really guys that can really play. And to me, it wasn't a surprise how well they played on defense. Matt Patricia, let me say it again. No, he wasn't very good as a head coach of the Lions. He wasn't. But he was a defensive coordinator for Belichick. They won 2 Super Bowls. You don't think he knows a little bit about football? And you think there's anything that Texas is going to do that's going to surprise him? Hey, I've never seen that before. That's not going to happen. So will Ohio State play defense ball like that all year? I kind of think they will. I think they got one of the best ones around. Yeah, they lost a lot of guys, but they got a lot of good guys back. So they played really well. And plus, they had 107,000 people at noon show up. You always say, well, I hate those kickoffs. Well, they had 107,000 people show up, So somebody took it serious. Somebody thought it was important enough to show up. So that was a really good performance. Their offense will get better. Now, look who they're playing the next couple of weeks. They're kind of playing pushover teams. So I think Julian Sane will throw for a lot of yards, and Smith will have a lot of touchdowns, and they'll look more like offensively their normal self. But remember, who were they playing? And
Right.
that's a big part of it.
And I tell you, one game coming up this week, keep your eyes on. I think Florida's going to get it done, but that's going to be more difficult than you think. South Florida at Florida.
That could be a tough one.
South Florida plays pretty good football.
That's Boise State.
This is their Super Bowl. They put a beat down on Boise State.
Yeah, they did.
And they should have beat Bama a couple of years ago. Saban's last year, when he didn't know who to start at quarterback, they probably should have won that game down in Tampa. South Florida's going to get after Florida. That's going to be a good football game.
Yeah,
I still like Florida. And the big one this week, national big game, is Michigan at Oklahoma. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
We get back, I want to talk a little bit about LSU. Dion, team gave a good performance, replacing all those great players, but I had this one right. Georgia Tech 27, Colorado 20. Again, Mississippi State puts it on my Golden Eagles 34-17. We get back, though. I want to jump into LSU Clemson. Did he hang up?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
But I got to go, though. But nice talking to you guys. Hey, and the media keyboard warriors, they need to lay off Arch Manning and all that.
I agree. You're right.
Yes, 100%.
But you know what, though, Michigan? Somebody told me, said, hey, he's getting paid millions of dollars. He can take it now. They're professional. He's a kid, but he is making the money. I kind of get what the guy's saying about that.
Just lay off, man. Lay off keyboard warriors. That's all I got to say.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you. Go Wolverines, baby. Y'all look good.
Go Blue. Take care. See ya.
All right. Let's talk about some of our great people. We've got so many. It's incredible. You love Taco Bell. Who doesn't? Everybody loves Taco Bell. You Tiger Sharks down there, you better love Taco Bell. They love you. If you're a Port St. Joe Tiger Shark, get out to Taco Bell's. They got DoorDash. They got it all. And my granddaughters love Taco Bell. And they love the Tiger Sharks also. 3 great locations, Panama City Beach, Callaway, and, of course, the new one down in Port St. Joe. Port St. Joe Tiger Sharks, they go together. Turf Pro Pest Control. Have I mentioned this local star? Patrick does such a one. I keep waiting for him to walk in. I can't remember today is Tuesday.
Not Monday.
Yeah, I know. It's throwing me off. Turf Pro Pest Control, #1, not even close. Locals taking care of locals. They also, if you're tired of bugs getting your house, Patrick can make those go away for good. Call Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick will come out, put a game plan together. They'll execute it, and you will be glad you did. Your yard will look like a golf course. The guy's incredible. Listen to Patrick every Monday, 8:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle Vandergriff, love that man. Vandergriff family, legendary family. They're incredible. But he's got a roofing company second to none. Locals taking care of locals. You having a problem with the roof? Insurance companies calling you, say, hey, it's 15 years old. We're not going to cover you. No problem. Call Vandy Roofing. They'll come out and they'll put the best roof on possible. They are incredible. They can build anything, too. They design it. They build commercial, residential. Vandy Roofing, #1. Steve's Bike Shop, another local company. Since 1979, Steve's Bike Shop. Went over there and he showed me all the different bikes they have. It's incredible. Those electric bikes are taking over the world. I'll tell you what, I really wouldn't mind having one of those things. Wear a helmet. Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. Can't beat it. Locals taking care of locals. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the new Sports Blitz. I can't wait. Paul does a great job.
That's going to be an exciting show.
Paul
and you
Wilson.
still got time to get registered to win a pair of tickets to go see Jackson Jaguars take on Carolina Sunday, September 7th. That's a mouthful. All you got to do is text Jacksonville to 850-215-6290 and keep listening because they're going to give away those tickets today.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida broadcasts the biggest and best games of the week. We're your headquarters for premier matchups, huge rivalries, and fan favorites. The games of the week. Auburn versus Ball State and Florida versus South Florida. The Gulf Coast headquarters for college football is 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida with your Tuesday's weather. This afternoon and evening there will be a gentle breeze out of the northeast, mostly sunshine and 88. Clear skies tonight, slightly cooler at 72 and wind out of the east-northeast around 9 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sunny and a gentle breeze right around 9 miles per hour with a high of 88. The same at 88 Thursday and we'll have sunshine. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Taco Bell is now on DoorDash in Port St. Joe. That's right, you can enjoy craveable tacos, burritos, and more delivered right to your door. Craving a late night snack? Taco Bell in Port St. Joe has you covered. Open until 1, 7 days a week. Plus, start your day off with their delicious breakfast menu, available until 10 a.m. Taco Bell, where the craveable comes true. Taco Bell, now on DoorDash in Port St. Joe.
Go Tiger Sharks.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
Better buckle up, Buttercup. There are no participation trophies here, just pure sports. The Coach James Hales Show live from the Jane Michaels Studios.
Gen Z snowflakes.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest. For all you FSU fans, congratulations. Big win. Put it on Alabama. Shocked the country. The only big-time picker, the biggest of them all, Lee picked FSU to win. No one else gave him a shot. Great job by Norvell, the entire coaching staff and players at FSU. Did an incredible job of embarrassing Alabama. I want to go back to LSU. LSU 17, Clemson 10. Dabo said this team could go 16-0. This team is really good. Brian Kelly has the best group of receivers he's ever coached, the best roster he's ever had at LSU. Loaded. They're loaded. Something had to give. It did. LSU's defense showed up. They held Clemson to 10 points. LSU's defense plays like this the entire year. You better watch out for the LSU Fighting Tigers. Their receivers are as good as advertised. They passed for 230 yards. The quarterback was 28 of 38, 230 yards, 1 touchdown. Clemson, their quarterback was 19 of 38. He had no touchdowns, 230 yards also. 2 really outstanding football teams. I think they're both really good football teams. LSU rushed for 108 yards. Total offense, 354 yards. But the defense was the key. He blitzed. He zone blitzed. He blitzed and played man. He did it all. They got after. They didn't sit back and read. They were sending people from a different angle, and it worked out really well. I thought that was a really outstanding football game. I love Dabo. I think he's one of the great coaches out there. For you to go into Clemson's Death Valley and pull off a win week 1, you've done something. First time that's been done since, I think, 2019, I think.
It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, so congratulations to LSU. I'm a believer. I think they're going to be good. Now, it's just one game. Like Saban would say, it's just one game. But I feel good about LSU's defense side of the ball. Offense has never been a problem. Kicking game's pretty good. Clemson's going to be in great shape. I think Clemson plays Notre Dame this year. Do they?
That's a good question. That I don't know. Yeah. I'll look it up. I don't know.
Looking at the conferences after one game, the same 2 thing. SEC looks strong, 14-2. Texas lost to the defending national champs. Alabama lost to FSU, a team that went 2-10 that looks like they're going to be really good this year. And then the Big Ten did really well. UCLA, I think, was the big embarrassment for the Big Ten this week.
Yeah, they didn't show up.
The ACC, I will give them credit. They're right there. Their top end looks pretty good. Big 12, I don't know about the Big 12.
Clemson does not play Notre Dame.
Big 12 is gone.
Yeah, the Big 12 I wasn't impressed
gone.
with. I was not impressed with the Big 12. But the other three I was. Louisville is going to be pretty good. Miami is going to be good. Clemson is good. FSU is good. Yeah. North Carolina, that was ugly.
Not so much.
You've been saying Louisville's going to be good pretty much all year, and the more I see about them, the more I think
my boy
you're
Mark
right on that
Ivy's
one.
coaching there. You know they're good. That guy's good. Wherever he's been, he's done good. Who you got number one?
Kentucky.
Makes sense.
Put the jar
They beat
down.
the Rockets. That makes sense.
Put the jar. Who you got number one? Ohio State, Penn State.
I think Ohio State should be. You beat the number one. Doesn't that make you number one?
I'm with you. I got Ohio State number one, Penn State number two. I'm going to go Georgia 3, LSU 4.
No, not Bob put LSU in front of
Give
Georgia.
me a top four. Top four. Give it to me.
No, you were good, all except for I would switch LSU and Georgia.
You would? You put LSU
LSU is
3,
better,
Georgia 4. Well, LSU, that makes sense. LSU played a lot tougher opponent. I get it. You're right. Okay, I can do that.
What'd you just say?
Let's look at Georgia.
Yeah, write it down.
Let's
time stamp.
Let's look
make
at
a
Georgia.
promo out of it.
Georgia 45, Marshall 7. Marshall lost a lot of their players to Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, the whole team.
But Georgia passing, they had 19 of 32, 249 yards, 3 touchdowns. Marshall was 11 of 21, 129 yards, 0 touchdowns. Total offense, Georgia had almost 500 yards, Marshall 207. Physical football, time possession, Georgia had the ball almost 35 minutes. Turnovers, Georgia 0, Marshall 0. First down, Georgia had 27, Marshall had 7. Rushing the ball, Georgia 44 times, Jim Bob. 44 times. They averaged 5.4 yards.
Pretty good.
Carry. They rushed for 3 touchdowns. He's making a statement. They're going to be a physical football team. They're going to get back to what made Georgia great. I like the play action pass. I do like their quarterback. I do like Georgia. They get Texas at home. Then we were worried about Alabama being a tough game. I don't see it being a tough game for Georgia now. I do see the Auburn game on the road as a tough game for Georgia Bulldogs. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that'll be a tough one for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, that's week one. Anything else stick out and surprise you, shock you, anything?
No, not really. The thing you got to keep in mind, good or bad, if your team lost or you won, my team won, they could be number one. Your team lost, the world's coming to an end. Hey, it's week one. It's a lot of games to be played. And most of these wins or losses weren't conference wins or losses, so everything's wide open in whatever conference you're supporting, Big Ten, ACC, SEC, a lot of season to go. So take a deep breath.
Your Cardinals look good.
Well, look, my Cardinals didn't really play anybody. That's not really a good. But, speaking of teams in football this weekend, I tell you what, though, Jim Bob, you can really tell who's going to struggle this year and who's not. Based on a lot. I mean, I think Clemson's in trouble. They didn't impress me at all.
Ooh, I don't. I think Clemson's good.
I didn't get that at all.
I didn't get that at all. I think Clemson was all a bunch of hype.
Clemson's fine. They're in good shape.
They're a good team, but they're not a phenomenal
season to go.
team.
They played LSU. LSU got one of the best offenses in college football last year.
Okay, so
they had no defense. The team's in trouble is Alabama. That's the team's in trouble. 2008 to 2020, Alabama didn't lose to any unranked team. The Boys lost to 4.
You think the wheels are coming off in Tuscaloosa?
No, I think the tires are gone.
You don't even have any wheels.
They don't have any wheels. I think the wheels are gone.
Riding on the rim.
How many times did we say over the last couple of years, boy, I'd sure hate to be the one that replaced Saban?
They've lost 4 unranked teams in 14 games.
That's hard to believe.
4. It's 5-5, I think, since they lost to Vandy. No, I do. I think Clemson's in good shape. You don't think they're in good?
I don't know. I was disappointed. It just watching the game. I don't. They just didn't seem like. I don't know. You kept seeing Dabo on the sidelines trying to get them motivated, and they just played. Just to me, it was like just nonchalant. You know?
I thought they were playing a really good football team.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, I think Clemson's fine. I think Miami's going to be. Jason Kovaleski said they're going to be good. I said I got to see it to believe it. I'll believe it now. Because Notre Dame guys played for the national championship last year.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback for Notre Dame, he's a freshman. He started out slow the first half.
Yeah.
But, boy, I'm going to tell you what, that fourth quarter, woo, he was impressive. Now I see why, they were talking about him.
I think all the coaching staffs look pretty good. Both those teams there got after each other.
Texas was a big disappointment.
They played the defending national champs.
I understand.
At home, 107,000 people. The quarterback, that's our fault. Spurrier had it right the whole time. Everybody else was wrong. And we always
Meaning what?
Hey, thank you for giving away some more tickets to the Jags, man.
They're not my tickets. They belong to the...
They wouldn't be doing it without you.
Oh, okay.
All right, listen to us all day long. The Sports Blitz today. Listen to that. Paul's got a great show lined up for you
we have
today.
a big surprise coming in 11 o'clock this morning, too. So make sure you're listening at 11 o'clock.
There you go.
I appreciate that, the raise. I cannot wait. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Thank you.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This is Braves country.
This one's going supersonic.
Tonight, the Atlanta Braves look to play the role as spoilers as they take on the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are looking for a wild card, but they got to get